Hey, sexy soulful mamas. Today I want to talk to you about Chinese astrology from a mom-centric feminist perspective, because I think that some of the character traits that are described in the Feng Shui personalities can also be attributed to cultural conditioning, and especially when it comes to the description of the 2 Earth personality type, which is that feminine energy. It's described as the nurturer, the mom of a group. So it could show up in your workplace. It can obviously show up as a mother. You love being in service of others. You tend to put others first, tend to be self-sacrificing, and exceptionally kind and thoughtful. And a lot of these qualities are strengths. The vulnerability for someone with a strong 2 Earth principal personality is this feeling of depletion from all of the giving. A feeling of disappointment or dissatisfaction emerges because why am I doing all the giving? And also linked with this is this constant worry. Something is going to go wrong, worrying about the emotional well-being of your kids. Am I messing up with my kids? Am I doing a good job? Or worrying about your partner, like why isn't my partner taking care of his health, and feeling somehow like you're the one who's going to be able to save that person, when in reality it's not all on you. The distinction here is that many of us as women are culturally conditioned to be in service and to neglect our own needs. So we may find ourselves feeling like we have a lot of these characteristics of the 2 Earth. It may not necessarily be your inherent personality. And we can all have qualities of all of the different elements, but it's just something to be aware of. In Chinese astrology, it's like you're born with this certain type of energy that gets expressed throughout your life, and your principal number is kind of like the core of who you are. I have a link to my YouTube channel which goes through all of those astrological numbers that you can check out. This may actually be your principal number, and men can have these qualities too. Many men have been culturally conditioned to claim what they want, or to not feel guilty when they take what they want. And they may also be 2 Earths, or maybe they're a 2 Earth and they feel like they're not really truly being a man. There's something wrong with them. I'm bringing this perspective into the conversation because I think it's important to look at energy that you're born with, and also how society has conditioned us as mothers to feel guilty when we want to take time for ourselves. I also want to talk about how Feng Shui can address helping you as a 2 Earth to restore some healthy balance, healthy boundaries to this energy of giving as opposed to receiving, which is also actually a really important aspect of this 2 Earth feminine energy. Think about the soil or sand. It's soft, it's supple, and it's receptive. So part of being really connected to your feminine energy is learning how to receive, learning how to take in, learning how to ask for help, to give and nurture yourself, to bring more balance to all of the service that you're providing to your family, to your work outside of the home. So one of the cool things that you can bring into your home as a symbolic invitation to create more balance is to bring in what's called a U-bowl, which is this beautiful bowl that curves in. As you can see, it's kind of like has a lip. The idea here is that, let's say you fill this bowl with water, it's contained, so it's not going to overflow. So whatever you put inside your bowl, let's say you put inside your cup, you're able to serve from a full cup. because whatever's inside that cup is for you. For me, this is a big theme for me this year, is that feeling of stability, feeling grounded, feeling supported, feeling financially stable, emotionally stable. And so what I have done is put one of these U-bowls by my bedside, and I set the intention that I'm calling forth more stability in my life. You can decide what your intention is when you use this U-bowl. Perhaps it's setting healthy boundaries with your spouse, with your children, in your work outside the home. So this is one feng shui way to bring in that earth element energy for balance. Another way to bring more balance to out of balance earth energy, where you might be needing some more of the fire element, which nurtures earth, because ashes are developed from fire and the ashes fall to the ground. So the ashes are feeding the earth. Bringing in that fire element, it can be candles, it can be triangular shapes, right? Because the triangular shape is similar to that of a flame. Allowing yourself to feel nourished by the fire energy, that really lively, unpredictable energy in service so much of the time becomes depleting. And when you bring in the fire, that's a way for you as a mother, as a two earth, to start to light your own fire and get that earth chi moving a little bit more, receiving the warmth, the passion that you get from the fire within yourself. I encourage you to play around with fire energy and with the U-bowl. My feng shui mentor, Angie Cho, sells those on her website. They can be hard to find, so that's why I'm suggesting her website for that. I got mine from her. This beautiful bowl that she makes and blesses, and she makes them at the same pottery studio that my mom used to go to when she was alive. So this bowl has special meaning, and it's made by somebody's hands with a specific feng shui intention. I would love to know, how do you relate to this two earth feminine energy? Where do you feel like you fall on the spectrum of giving versus receiving?